Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to give my condolences to the victims of the attack in Paris. I have quite a few friends from there, so I believe such terrible things should not be happening, and I would like to take a moment of silence for that. Thank you. So, as many of you have seen, during November, we have introduced the idea of stylizing the application for a specific event. And as we have had Halloween, we changed the logo to have the elements of the Halloween. Unfortunately, we were unable at that moment to create the actual theme inside the application. We were actually looking at your reaction if you enjoyed the idea. And we definitely received quite a few positive responses. And for Christmas, you will see a winter style theme. So this Friday the 13th, unfortunately, as we know it, Prestigio eReader application has released the update for version 5.3, and we are quite proud of it. We have made some major updates, in my opinion. So first of all, I would like to talk about the scan device section. We have received quite a few negative moments where people were saying that I don't want to search for this specific file type. I don't want to do this. I don't want to find the MP3 files. So we fixed this problem by allowing you, prior to scanning your device, you are allowed to now select specific file types depending on the format. So maybe if you just want FB2 and EPUB only, you can do it easily. At any time, you can change your settings. There is at the bottom right, there is an edit option. So you can always do it. We're very happy about it. Hopefully you're gonna have less trouble with application now, from now on. Then secondly, I would like to talk about a permanent delete option. I mentioned it in the previous video, saying that we actually are working with a filing system. So we do not really have a virtual file system. We physically monitor specific folders. So if you actually go to our file manager and check when application is added, we create a folder called books on your device. And this is our main folder with my books section. And when we actually add files to it, we are moving them from specific directories where you choose it, and you actually move it inside. So when people are actually deleting the files, they were physically deleting them. And we have received quite a few negative responses with people saying that they actually scanned fully the device, they selected all the files, and they decided to delete everything. In a sense, they didn't want to search for those, but they didn't realize they were actually deleting everything. So we fixed this problem in the sense for now, hopefully. If you click on the delete option button, we move the file to a folder called removed. It is unseen by the scan device option, and it is unseen by the application. But if you delete the app or you clear the cache, it will be seen once again. So that actually removes the problem with you deleting permanently the files. You can still find them with a file manager. You can still edit them. They're still there on your device. You do not physically remove them. So hopefully there is not going to be any more troubles with that. Then on quite a few weeks ago, yeah, I think about 2 weeks ago, I have received an email from a person who has eyesight problems, well, basically disability. He is blind. And he said he's using our application. At that stage, I was actually quite shocked, since it's reading application, how it should be working, how could he actually use it? And I remember that at one point, Google introduced an option of labeling each button on your device. So basically what happens, what I found out in more details, actually sat in more detail to check out what happens, is when you switch on accessibility option of eyesight on your Android device, if you click on any button or anywhere on your screen, the Google text-to-speech function actually speaks out the button name or the application name or anything that actually appears on the screen. So this actually, and I forgot, we actually added for all the buttons on the main shelf and around the application, we actually added the labels. Whereas for the text-to-speech, we didn't actually, and the new stuff, we didn't actually add those. So the guy said that he's actually using the app and he's very happy with it, with the interface and the way it works, and with the text-to-speech functionality that we actually added. So it actually allows him to read books with our application. I was very, very pleased with this. And he mentioned there were some, as I said, there were some buttons which were unlabeled. We added the labels, and we are happy that he's using the app. And he said, yeah, he has many people, he has shared the application with many people. We're very proud of it. Another minor update that was actually not specifically asked, but we believed it would be useful, is you have the sorting section where you can choose to sort by file, by author, by series, and by the date added of the file. So what we added is actually by file name, because when you actually add a book to the application, if you actually use something like Calibri or anything else on your Windows or Mac, you can actually see all the data that is stored within inside the book. And it, for example, has the name of the author, the name of the book, and the actual file name is different from that. So we thought maybe some people, for example, you often see this with audio files, that it's just labeled like file 1, file 2, file 3. It may be easier for them to sort them by file name, not by some extra metadata that is provided inside the book. Another update in the version 5.3 was the clear recents. So we actually heard quite a few people saying, oh, I want to remove everything from my recent section. So we added the option. It's there. You can. It's called remove from the recents. It's all for you guys. Finally, in this update, we have added a gift section. It's actually more for us, but at the same time it's for you, in the sense that you may encourage us by showing us some small gifts for a coffee or for a cheeseburger. You will see what I mean. It's in the side menu. When you go down, it's below. It's next to the settings. You can give us some small gifts, and we will do our best to work as hard and give you the best product possible. Answering some actually questions from users, and we were thinking about it as well, was an option of giving a release notes. Since, okay, I'm giving you all this information now while speaking, on the Google Store, we cannot post all the data there. And most of the people will not actually use on the mobile devices to actually read the data. You have to actually click on read more. So a lot of people actually miss the updates, or sometimes, yeah, you don't really want to know, or you miss it out, or what's important. So we were thinking of also adding the release notes section there. What else? So another major update, although it was Friday the 13th, unfortunately for everyone, we have received a Google featuring of our application on the homepage of the Google Play Store. We are very happy about it. We are working very hard to achieve it. So in 5 countries, Google allowed us, actually Google posted us on the front page. So it's in the United States, in Czech Republic, in Germany, in UK, and Poland. So if you actually go to this on the homepage, you go to the featured apps and the new and updated applications, you'll find eReader Prestigio there in those 5 countries. From then on, we have some other questions that were actually asked by our users. Some ideas were actually also given, so I wanted to respond to them. One of them was actually support of the Amazon formats, so the AZW 3 and 4, and I believe they have another format. Can't remember top of my head. They're all DRM protected, and we started talking with Amazon. From what I understand, they will be charging us, and we don't know how much yet, for the support of the AZW formats. So if it's not too expensive and we actually see people needing it, we're going to be posting some polls to ask if people actually need it. Yeah, we're going to be introducing the option of and the support of the AZW format. Moreover, something I actually forgot to mention, you see, no release notes, I forget to mention, is the fact that we added color dictionary inside the application. So before you actually, when you selected the word and you clicked to translate it, you were sent out of the application into the color dict. So now it's actually, the plugin is inside the app. You don't go anywhere. It's there. It translates the word for you. It works well in the sense that we personally don't like the design of how it looks. We try to change it. It's impossible. So as a second option, what we were working on was the Google Translate inside the app. There is an API by Google which allows you to use the Google Translate plus the wiki, so you can have some phrases with it. So a specific word with a phrase, or you want to know what type of word it is. It's a verb, it's a noun, adjective. You want to see it in a sentence or how it changes. So all this actually comes in one API with Google. We are testing it now, how it works. Yeah, basically that should be seen it most probably, definitely in the beta. Most probably you will see it in December as well. Next one, we actually had a request to change the design of the bookshelf. For me, actually came as a shocker, kind of, because we kind of like it. It looks like it's still styled with like a bookshelf. And we did change the design at the beginning of 2015. So anywhere soon, we will not be changing the main bookshelf design. Probably with the update of Android 7.0, there you will see some changes, but not yet. Just the themes, just the styling of colors, yes. But the actual shelf and the books, not anywhere soon. Then there was some major requests for the brightness bar problem. Okay, I still don't understand the fact. Some people say it's too thin. Some people say on the tablet it actually closes up the area. Well, we tried to post, we had it at the beginning as an option on the left-hand side where you actually can choose with your finger while reading, you can actually select the brightness. The people were not properly using it, the people were misclicking, the people were unhappy with it. As an option, what we can actually do and try out is to fully remove the brightness option inside the app, and you can use that as standard Android option of changing the brightness. Because otherwise, we don't really see where to put it. Putting it upwards or downwards, you close half of the page. It's still a question of design. So if you actually have ideas how you want to see it, please do send us an email on eReader@prestigio.com. We're always glad to try out something new. If it makes it easier for users, definitely. Then another thing was the colors section. Again, same kind of joke in the sense that we had a preset option. We actually could choose preset colors. Yeah, just by clicking on them for the background of while reading for your background. But then a lot of people saying, oh, it's not enough, not many colors. We actually want to have a color dial kind of circle. So we introduced that, remove the preset, and now it's actually the opposite. So we will be adding maybe a few presets, but yeah, making both systems at the same time, come on, guys. It's too many options. We don't believe it's really necessary for that. Then the remaining pages in the chapter, We know about that trouble. We are introducing it in December. Definitely, we're gonna do it. That date will be there for that. Then there was a question about synchronization. As I mentioned in the previous video, currently the synchronization only works for the bookmarks, in the sense that if you have the same book inside, let's say, your tablet and your smartphone, and you log in with your Prestigio account inside the application, and you start reading a book on the smartphone, and you try and continue on the tablet, it will go to the specific page on the tablet. But the book is not actually physically copied. So you actually, for now, you still have to physically copy the book into one device and then to the second one. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Sometimes there may be a question of synchronization not actually properly working. There are two options for this. In the side menu, inside the application, you go to the settings section, and at the bottom, there is synchronize. It should synchronize all the books. Otherwise, if you want to synchronize a specific book, you click and hold your finger over it on the shelf. And in the top, you have the three dots option, the menu, action menu option, and there you have synchronized the book. So hopefully that helps a lot of you. We will be introducing, we were definitely talking about it, we are going to introduce the synchronization of books between devices, full synchronization, but not in December, definitely not, probably in 2016, beginning of 2016. Then on, there was, okay, sorry. We had the Goodreads, I mentioned it last time, in the sense that Goodreads provides great reviews, but for now, we don't really have a lot of books, and people were actually complaining, saying, I cannot find this one, I cannot find that book. Okay, guys, we have only 50,000 books in about 24 languages out of those. So imagine we definitely do not have the bestsellers. We are not updating it for now. We are trying to find some options. We are talking to content providers to allow us to use their books on our app, but it will not be coming this month. Definitely in 2016, you're gonna see it. Then on, we were talking about an OPDS where people can actually plug in their own OPDS catalogs, and we are gonna make it probably in the next 2 months. Hopefully, it's gonna work out, and from January 2016, you're gonna see it. Another option for the books. If you're unhappy and you cannot find one book, we will be putting on the store an option of actually requesting a specific book. We're gonna try and find it for you. If it's paid, we might direct you where you can find. If it's free, we'll directly send it to you through the application or via email. You can also contact us through email. It's posted on the Google Play Store. You can find the email there as well. Okay, a major update to the application for now is the OPDS catalog. Also, we had quite a few questions asking about the docx and the PDF update. We are gonna do them both, but the question stands that the docx library is over 20 megabytes itself. So imagine our application now is 20 megabytes. You add an extra 20, 40 megabytes to another application. This is just insane when it's not a game file. So what we're going to propose is creating plugins into the app where you can actually download extra just plug in into the application the file formats that you require. Most probably going to do the same for the Amazon support, where you actually have to pay for the support of the Amazon box. Because, okay, guys, if you want it, you can pay for it. Okay, our great idea that we actually had, we were discussing with our team. You saw the theme. Another one is coming for winter. Another idea is for you guys to create themes for the application, in the sense that we will choose the best ones that you will send to us, and we will be posting them inside the application. There will be a tournament, a competition posted on the eReader Prestigio website, where the first place will win a Prestigio tablet for the best theme created. The idea that we had was basically to move the donation and the gift section that we created inside the application for now. We want to move it outside, like for example, as eReader does it, but not just say a thank you, but when you actually make a donation, you receive a specific theme inside the application that you can use. So this is our thank you to you guys. Moreover, we actually want to be working with the themes section if in the future, if it works out. We're going to try it obviously with you guys, in the sense that the new themes will be actually selling them inside the application, and we'll be sharing the revenue from selling the themes with the creators. What else? Another option we were asked was a filter by the last time the book was actually opened. Okay, we do not really track that for now. We will be asking whether it's actually necessary, because this is actually requiring quite a lot of work. So the question is it worth it? I mean, will be a lot of people actually using it. Moreover, I saw one user posting on the Google Play Store saying that, okay, I cannot add one book in more than one collection. Understandable. I mean, it should be working by tags. So, because as I mentioned before, the collections are actually physical folders inside the books folder. We are not creating a virtual collection. So we will be introducing an option of tagging specific files, and we'll be actually allowing you to create to look for books by tags. Then some questions we had about crashes with the devices, and we actually saw some few major ones with the version 5.2 was on Prestigio devices. Something funny happens in the sense that our provider who made the devices, for some reason, he removed some libraries, and when the person tries and open the application, Google does not have the library there with the SDK, and obviously the application just crashes. For us, it's magical. We are discussing with them, why is this happening? How can we fix it? The updates just by themselves do not really work, so it's actually on the Prestigio side, not specifically to our application, but we mentioned it from our side. Moreover, guys, we do understand that there are crashes inside the app. If something happens, please be specific. Don't just say it crashed, that's it, I'm just gonna delete it. We do understand it makes people unhappy. I use applications as you do. I'm also a user of numerous apps. I tried to write to explain to the developer what happened wrong. Please do the same. Write specifically where it crashed, what happened. If it's a specific book that it crashed on, please send it to us. We'll try and do our best to fix it. Just don't give up on us. We're not giving up on you. Don't give up on us. We're working as a team. We're there together. Another question that basically what happens, the app and Android, the maximum amount of classes, so it's for Java developers, they know this, the maximum number of classes inside the Android system allowed per application is 65,000. We are running on that limit all the time. We're actually removing some stuff, some older stuff from our development to ensure that actually, the application actually compiles. It was funny in the sense that we can, how can you actually reach 65,000? We did. It's funny, but it happened. So yeah, so basically that's for now. So I wish you for today, for Saturday, all the best. I believed I have answered quite a few questions tonight. If you have any more, write to the eReader Prestigio email address. I wish you all the best. Once again, I wish all the best to the families in Paris. Thank you very much and have a great evening.